The long guard is the most overrated guard of all time, and in this video, I'm going to tell you why. Overrated does not mean bad, it just means too many people perceive this thing as better than it is. Glorified even. The long guard is a type of guard where you have your arms stretched out in order to help post and deflect against incoming danger. As I said in my defense video, guards are supposed to narrow targets down and set and or be traps. Trap is to put something in front of your face that you want, then to punish you for going for it. Think about a mousetrap. Guards act the same way. The long guard doesn't do that. There is the Wing Chun long guard, the original where you extend both arms and deflect off of them, and the combat sport long guard. One hand glued to your chin or your head and the other arm pursed out. Special mentions, the Dracula guard. It's just a long guard with aura. It's a long guard where you're putting yourself in an arm triangle. I don't think it's very useful, but I haven't seen it in action. Strengths. I'm including this section just so I'm not called a generational hater in the comments. The perceived area of danger, aka the area that your opponent feels threatened in, is larger. It allows your jab to hit faster, and all variations are very effective in parrying. You get 3 eye pokes if you're Jon Jones. It allows time to defend because your opponents have to be so far out, and it allows you to grab people. It's great, right? However, the weaknesses are that it exacerbates muscle fatigue, aka tires your arm out. Everybody knows and uses about it, so people obviously will be making strategies to defeat it. It commits your arm, so you can't really threaten other things with that arm, and it can be targeted. It can be used against you. For example, Fury vs Usyk 1, where me at home called for Usyk to slip the long guard and then throw something, and it happened the whole way later in the 9th round when I called for it in the 1st. It limits your offense when somebody enters because you're most likely going to jab or lead hook when they enter the pocket. It doesn't protect the body at all, doesn't set traps. You know, the arm drag exists. Alright, next one. And it's mostly predicated on the biological advantage, specifically height and reach, which is why you see Jon Jones use this a lot. Whilst writing the script, I had the opportunity to talk to a Wing Chun fighter, and we talked about the long guard and how the Wing Chun guard uses the center line. Now, while I am slightly skeptical of center line theory, he also talked about the extension of the arm and agreed that, especially in combat sports, it's overrated. Now, obviously, anecdotal evidence isn't the same as a list of strengths and weaknesses, but you get the gist. Obviously, every guard has strengths and weaknesses, but I truly believe that this guard is overhyped and overrated, and this video wasn't made just because someone gave me difficult rounds in sparring with the long guard. Probably. From a boxing perspective, it's fallible. Just slip the post and use it to set up shots and establish tendencies. But what if you think boxing is a limited rule set? From an MMA perspective, you can accentuate it with a kicking and wrestling style, allowing the long guard to work well. And I already hear the comments. Yo bro, long guard isn't overrated, Jon Jones uses it, and Jon Jones is the greatest fighter of all time. 1, Jon Jones is overrated. 2, Jon Jones' striking defense is the weakest part of his game. What allowed that to work was A, him cheating with eye pokes, B, his extraordinary grappling background mixed with his kicks, as I already outlined earlier, and C, him cheating with steroids. He could have fought everybody in high heels and still beat them. Probably would, given the chance. And if you think this video is saying that the long guard is overrated and bad without actually giving you a solution, here's your solution. Get good. And like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you. Goodbye.